got a new RM250. I just turned extra. I was a little cocky. This drunk guy about 100 feet away heard it and said, "What? Ain't no way a goddamn motorcycle's gonna beat a horse." I looked at him. I said, "I'll tell you what, old timer, I'll challenge the fastest time of the day. I don't care who it is." He looked at me, he says, "You're on, you son of a bitch." So we went and found the organizer, asked him about it. He said, "That's a great idea." I ran home into Fair Oaks, got my bike, come back. Cory had the fastest time of the day. I'd never met her once, okay? So we have the run-up. It's the cloverleaf barrels. 3 barrels, you gotta do a closed circle around each one. Cory went first and turned like 1750, but she knocked a barrel down. That's an automatic 2-second penalty. So it scored as a 1950. So I did it on my Suzuki, the first time I ever did it, and turned in 1850. Okay, so I kind of like beat her on a technicality type thing. Took her to the carnival the rest of that night. We dated exactly 1 year to the day later. We got married. That drunk guy was my father-in-law. And the kids have grown up enjoying horses and motorcycles. And that's how I met Cory.
That's awesome. How fun.
That's a true story.
That's a fun
I had
story.
no idea who she was. And so the debate goes on. Who's faster? You cut the course. You knocked the barrel down. You know?
Hey Mark, can you tell us the story of what's wrong with Billy?
Yes. You know how sometimes dads, when they got little babies, they throw them up the edge. I missed one time.
That makes sense. When it told him upside down. That makes sense. That's what I thought.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Not like a cat. So Cory passed on April 6th, and May 13th would have been our 47th anniversary.
Wow.
So she didn't quite make it. She attended 46 Hangtowns with us. All 3 of my kids have been to as many Hangtowns as how old they are. It used to be how old they are plus 1, because Cory was pregnant with them. But COVID year canceled, so now she's been to how many Hangtowns? All 3 of my kids been to the number of Hangtowns, how old they are. Billy's 42 or 3. And
42, 43.
45 for her 50s.
Hangtown's been a big part of her life. In the early years when Cory and I first got together, she actually worked for the AMA doing sign-ups and things like that. We also worked at local races, scoring and things, and that's how she got so close to a lot of the older riders. At her service, there are some old names there that I just couldn't believe. Mark Gibson, Pat Wilson, Jeff Schertz, and if you're from far enough back, those are some very big names. And I was just floored by how many people there. I was just hoping there'd be at least a few, you know.
Mom was really good friends with Stu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big dog.
So it was tough losing her. Hangtown was her thing. She wants her ashes spread at Hangtown. I mean, that's not really a place that most women would want their ashes spread. I understand it was Bob Beecham, or Mike Mars, or Bob Mars.
She wants them at Hangtown and the place where they race that race on the barrels. And she told me when I went to the hospital that day.
We're also going to stop up in the campground. In 1991, my mom passed away. Dirt diggers planted like a 10-inch oak tree sapling in her memory. That wasn't the staging area then. It was just a tree out there in that open area. Well, they developed it, moved it, kept the tree. And the tree ended up growing to look just like my mom. The trunk's that big around, and it's a short tree. Then my dad died on April 6th in 2020. Back then, you could not have funerals. They didn't allow anything. So my sisters and I talked. We agreed to pour Dad's ashes around Mom's tree. So as much as I come out here, every time I'm out here, I take a bottle of water, I go up to the tree, open the bottle, and walk around the tree pouring it out. I get some really weird looks from the people up there day riding, you know. So I have to tell the story. I'm going to put just a few ashes there so that the 3 people most important in my life, except for my kids, that's going to be where I go to say hi. It's kind of cool.
That's really cool.
I still say this place sucks, but I got a history. I worked here in '78 as a night watchman. We used to come riding out here when it was McGill Cycle Park. when the moon room was open. Everybody know what the moon room is? Where it is? My oldest sister's wedding reception was in the moon room. Anybody know where Bob Best is at?
It's good to be seen. Call him.
Love us. Feel your presence here right now. Father, we just lift up the entire Hilton family. Father, we say thank you for everything that you have blessed them with. For the time on earth they had with Cory. For her wonderful light and spirit. Father, we just ask now that you would allow us to remember her, to hold those memories close. Father, to remind us that she is here there with you. Lord, in the Bible it promises us to be absent from the earth is to be in your presence. And we know that is true, Father. We know that you've blessed her with health and happiness and joy up there. Father, we can't wait for a moment when we can all join her. But right now, Father, there's grieving down here, and we just ask that you would make that a little bit easier, that you would touch these hearts, that you would remind them that you love us, that on this earth all things happen only through your will. Father, tonight we just say thank you for everybody who's come together who loves them so very much, because we know that's your word too. Father, we love you so very much because you loved us first. In your glorious name.
And the racers say, Amen. All right, again, everybody, thank you for coming out. I'm humbled by how many there are. So what we're going to do is have a parade lap. We're going to go slow. We're going to go around, follow the leader. I'm going to lead, and then we're done. Thank you, everybody.
Mark, we going up top first? Mark, you going up top first?